Hi, I'm Max and I'm a junior.
I'm Isabel and I'm also a junior.
And I'm Dylan and I'm a junior.
And we researched the North American porcupine in the Bosque.
My name's Ella Moreno. I'm a senior at Bosque School, and for my senior thesis project, I researched porcupines.
Porcupines are the second largest rodent in North America, and they play a huge role in the ecosystem in the Bosque.
You can find them throughout the day in trees, and at night you can find them walking around.
We researched the porcupine population throughout the Bosque outside of our school after a wildfire that had occurred in 2022.
Bosque has been collecting porcupine population data for around 20 years, and so we use this to try and figure out how the fire has affected the population.
We do a lot of work with porcupines here at Bosque, and part of that work includes sedating them. So I wanted to look at the chemistry of those sedatives and see if understanding that chemistry better can help us maximize efficiency and minimize harm when we work with porcupines. So the first thing we do is we go out and we look for porcupines.
So as you walk through the Bosque, you're mainly looking up into the tops of trees, looking for little collections of things that almost look like bird nests or pokey little
like
things
fluffy.
on the end, fluffy little things on the end of branches.
And once we've located one in a tree, we'll mark the area that we found it in, and then we'll set up a trap around the base of the tree. And the trap includes about 1 meter high aluminum flushing that we use to set up a temporary wall. And we have a hole in this wall that leads to a have-a-heart trap. So when the porcupine's ready to come down, they really have nowhere to go but into the trap. So once we've captured a porcupine in the trap, we will take the trap and we'll move it into a big open area that we set up our tarp and all our supplies so that we can prepare to sedate and radio collar it. So once we've moved the trap, we gently encourage the porcupine to enter a conical shaped trap, and this is where we sedate the porcupine and prepare it for radio collaring. We have some new radio collars that we got for our wildlife program this year. So what we've done is we take out our satellite antenna and we will go out into the Bosque and we'll kind of wander around to the original capture area, and we'll use the antenna to find the signal that the radio collar is sending. As the beeping on the antenna gets louder, we know we're getting closer to the porcupine because of the signals that the radio collar is sending off. So with the radio collars we have, it sends out a signal every 7 hours, so that allows us to follow the movement of the porcupine.
And we're now just starting to get some of the data that we're seeing. One porcupine's movement over 28 days, moving over 89 different locations.
So overall, we viewed a significant population increase, but after the fire, we saw that the population did decrease by 44.6%. So the population of porcupines was really damaged during the fire.
I think it's really important to say that porcupines aren't dangerous, and they're very important to the Bosque ecosystem. And it's important to make sure your dog stays away from them.
And if you see a porcupine in the tree, sometimes you can look around at the base of the tree and find porcupine quills, which is really cool.
It's important to know that these rodents are like in our backyards and that you're able to go out into the Bosque and most likely see some.
And whenever you're out in the Bosque, always be respectful of their space, don't litter anything. And if you're interested in working with porcupines, I would definitely encourage you to check out some of the work we've been doing. Maybe one day you'll come to Bosque and join us in our research, and we would love to have you. It's a lot of fun.